Hello, welcome to Chosen by Shantae LeChey. So today we're going to talk about demonic spirits. Again, like we always talk about. So demonic spirits, they are so demonic that they think that you want them. Let me hear you say that. They think that you want them. Now, sometimes you may come in contact with a demonic spirit and not know that you're in contact with a demonic spirit until you get in contact with the demonic spirit. And if you're powerful enough, you won't let it snatch your soul. And if you're not powerful enough, if you're not aware of what's going on, then you will. The first time you notice it, don't go back. Don't keep thinking about it like, should I not? Is this real? Oh, no, just let it go. We could still live life with one another without being acquainted with one another. It's perfectly fine. But you cannot second guess yourself, because demonic spirits, they want you to prove to them that you deserve them or something like that. I don't know what it is, but nobody has to prove to anybody that they deserve them. The best thing to be is just yourself. And if it's meant for you to be friends with somebody, or go to somebody's event, or be husband and wife, or whatever it is, or if you're somebody who prefers the same gender, then then it is what it is. But you are not, it is not your duty or your job to please a demonic spirit. Now, try to heal if they are asking and wanting to heal, but not for you to actually go in and try to heal it yourself, because that's how you kind of lose your mind a little bit, if you understand. Because when a demonic spirit comes into contact with you, you take over their spirit transfer. And it happened to me on social media before. I was on my social media and I was feeling a spirit, and I ended up unfollowing everybody. I didn't know what was going on with my page. I didn't know what was going on with, I just didn't know what was going on. I encountered a demonic spirit, and I said, well, at least, and it wasn't about nobody not supporting me or anything, because people were liking my stuff and commenting on my things, but I didn't have any major support on my page as far as people sharing my things, or anything like that, or me collabing with anybody or anybody working with me. I didn't have any of that. It was just the likings and the comments, which was fine, but I didn't have any support. But I didn't ask for it either, except for like one time. I did a challenge on something, and he was like, oh, I need a, I want to do a collab, or something. Well, there was a challenge, and the person was saying they want to do a collab or something like that. And I made a whole song, but I really didn't want to sing the whole song. I just wanted to sing the hook that I made. And maybe another rapper could have went on and did the other part, but I would have changed it up for him a little bit. But either way it goes, I never really asked for help. So that was the thing there. But whenever you encounter a demonic spirit and you say it loud like that, you will be sent to a witch. You will be sent to a witch, or you will be sent to a warlock. And usually when the universe picks you, you will be sent a witch or a warlock anyway, because when the universe picks you, that's God. But of course, if God's there, the devil's going to try to come in also. So the devil tries to get you first before God gets you, if that makes sense, before the Spirit of the Lord continues to work in your body like it's been doing. The devil tries to get you first. And if you're not strong enough, you will fall for the trick, if that makes sense. But the first step of noticing these things is basically loving yourself. If you don't love yourself and put yourself first, you will not, beautiful, thank you. You will not realize these things, and you will fall for the devil's trick. Okay? And so that's just how it happens. It's sad to say, and it's sad to break the news, but we are in a marathon, if that makes sense. That's how it is. But I still don't look at it as a marathon. I'm just continuing to be myself. You see, if I was looking at it as a marathon, I would have $1 million right now. But I'm not looking at it as a marathon. I'm just looking at it as being amazingly me. You understand? Because life is not a marathon. It's not a marathon at all. And when you look at life as a marathon, then you look at other people as they're better than you. And you shouldn't look at anybody as they're better than you, because you shouldn't compare anybody else to yourself. Like, if you understand, if you see if you get to talking to somebody and you notice that the conversation is different and it's not for yourself, just cut it off immediately. Because what'll happen is you'll take in that spirit, and you'll begin to act accordingly to however they act or however they treated you, if that makes sense. And depending on how strong the demonic spirit is that they have, or if they're a witch or something, the spell, they'll put it on you, and you will begin to, like literally, it's like they're controlling you behind the scene. You will be acting out whatever they wanted you to act out. Whoever sent the spirit, you will begin to say things like them, if that makes sense. Now, that can happen with the spirit of the Lord also, with the spirit of love also. But I would rather have the spirit of love and the spirit of the Lord than have the spirit of demonic taking over my body. So it's either or, if that makes sense. I think the more people understand that the spirit world is real, the more you will understand and begin to love yourself more and more each and every day. And the spirit world is not like some creatures, running around. Although I believe they're all actually aliens and they're all some creatures or whatever. But the children are actually here on earth, and they're actually humans, if that makes sense. So it's very important. It's very important. And it could be your brother, it could be your mother, it could be your cousin, it could be your best friend. I know it sounds crazy. A lot of people don't believe in it, but it's very much so real. If it ever came behind you, crossed your mind, then that's good. You should believe it, because intuition is a superpower in itself. There's lots of superpowers around the world, but intuition is one of the strongest ones, and one that most and all of us were born with. We just tend to ignore that superpower. And so I want to tell all of you today that your intuition is absolutely real and that you deserve to be amazingly awesome. But overthinking is overthinking. But no, your intuition is real. And whether you say it out loud or not, you should always pay attention to it. Not word of mouth, but based on vibrations, if that makes sense. Based on vibrations. Based on vibrations and interactions. Not word of mouth. Because yes, sir?
Right here?
Yes.
Okay, you can tell, because he was crawling, this thing right here was broken, and he wanted to crawl through it, so I wanted to hurt himself.
Did he go through the fence there?
Huh?
He went through the fence there?
Yeah.
Ash? Please don't go through the fence, okay? All right, thank you. Thank you, fellas.
All right.
Come on, Ashy. Yeah, so, come on. I know you're just being a boy, but they have to fix that, and so they don't want anybody to get hurt, okay? Come on. Don't go through that again, buddy. Yeah, so you guys continue to be amazingly awesome, and I'll continue to touch bases on several topics and everything. Right now, guys, we are in a spiritual warfare, okay? And the devil is trying to capture many souls as he can, okay? And he goes after those people that accept his people but love God. He goes after those ones first because it's easier. Because you love God, but you tend to maybe love everybody for who they are at first, whatever. You're like, okay. So he goes for those people first and foremost, because it's kind of like you're in between. So it's either you want the devil or you want the Lord. Which one do you want? So that's why I said I wish sex was talked about in church, because sex is the main spirit. It's the strongest spirit. And it's on both ends. It's on the religious end, and it's also on the demonic end. And so just imagine if sex was talked about on both ends. Just imagine, no matter which religion you prefer, because I believe in several Jesuses. I don't look past anybody's religion, because Jesus was the first. They say Jesus is the real story. Jesus is the real story. And I believe that Jesus is the real story. God and Jesus is the real story. But I believe the other ones are the real story either. Jesus was the first one who told the truth to the world. He was the first one who gathered up the people and helped the people. But the other ones happened too. The other ones are real too. So, stay beautiful and amazing and awesome, and continue to love yourself and be the best version of you. And ciao for now, guys. If you'd like to join Happy Town, it's my new investment. Come on, buddy. It's my new investment stock market. I am the founder, Shantae LeChey. You may go and purchase your Happy Town package at www.musicislife.com. And it's spelled under all of my videos there. You can go to my social media and see it. But it's www.musicis and then life, life.com. And then it's really simple. There's really no qualifications right now. There will eventually be. But right now, as we're starting and everything, there's really no qualifications. I just want to get many people on board as I can that want to invest in themselves, because I am growing and, becoming the best version of me. And I don't mind, keeping my blessings alive and continuing to help others become best versions of them while I'm on my journey. And so if you want to join Happy Town by Shantae LeChey, please feel free to do that. You may also donate to my channel at Cash App at Call Her Love, CALLHERLOVE. Thank you so much, and continue to be awesomely amazing. And remember, okay, if you're going to pick you a career that involves the spirit world, try to be self-sufficient with it all the way. Unless you already have your team and everything in order and everything when you're starting. I don't want to, there's so many careers that can fit into that category. And if you're going to pick a worldly career, that's fine, because all they're going to do is hire somebody else right after you. You know what I mean? But a spiritual career is more of a attached career, if that makes sense. It's an emotional career. You're holding emotions, and you don't know that because you're not expecting anybody to hold your emotions. And so, if you won't know that if you're not expecting anybody else to hold your emotions, And so, but I want to let you guys know that stay amazingly awesome. You are, you can, you will, you deserve, and just continue to win and be the best version of you. Thank you so much. God bless. Let's get this thing to stop here. Dear, what's happening? Let's see if we can get it back on here. Ashley, yeah. Come on in, buddy.